Hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going today? I am your host, Brett with Anvil Music and Media. Thank you for joining this episode of Off the Dock Podcast. Yes, we're excited to be here. This is a Wednesday. I normally do come on live on YouTube on Tuesdays and Fridays. Decided to jump up here today to talk, and of course, we have a growing community here at Anvil, and we're just excited about the week. Um, this is, of course, the Wednesday edition. Welcome to all. If you happen to be listening or watching the replay, appreciate you for watching. Um, my channel, just a little bit about myself. I've um, been on YouTube for about 3 or 4 years. I first started out of the desire to want to give value to the creatives that are out there online. A lot of things I've learned, like through the trenches, like through trial and error, through just like pushing through. And it's been sort of like it's been a real journey for me. Um, and I've loved every bit of it, right? Like it's just been um, really good. Starting 3 or 4 years ago, um, in production, as you can see, I have my studio behind me. And so, I mean, we're going to get into a lot of things, a lot of my videos that I'm going to post later on, a lot of the lives that I'm going to do. I'm going to probably preview some music. I'll probably give some feedback on some artists uh, who would like to get their music reviewed. And yeah, it's just a great time sort of to be alive in technology. And so yeah, that's why I'm here. And I started the page. I started as a tech page. So I appreciate you guys for joining in. I do see the comments coming in. Bryson, hey, how's it going, Bryson? Thank you for watching. Let me know where you're watching from as you guys are coming in. Multimedia says, "What's up? What's up, Multimedia?" Bryson asked me, "Do I play six?" I'm not sure what that is. Multimedia's from India. Hey, from India. How are you guys doing? So good to see you. I've got my Indian India followers. I appreciate you guys. O.R. Chin says hi. Hi, O.R. Chin. Thank you guys so much. Where are you guys watching from? Bryson asked me, do I play Roblox? No, I don't. I'm not in the Roblox community. I'm not a huge gamer. I do mostly like music production, video editing, graphics. So it's still the creative. I'm sort of still doing the creative thing. So, but yeah, uh, Carly Mason, how are you doing? Carly, all good. Where'd you get your name from? If your name is Mason, where'd you get your handle from? How did you figure it out? So, Raiden, how's it going, Raiden? Uh, Raiden saying hello or hello, maybe. Who else? Kuda Minu, I think. I want to pronounce that wrong. I'm from Romania. Thanks, Romania, for joining in. I appreciate you guys for joining in. Thanks for the community. I'm curious, you guys probably saw me on the your YouTube live, but my name is Brett with Anvil. Um, yeah, we're just here talking. Um, this is my sister's phone. Oh, okay, got you. Well, Mason, welcome. Hopefully, you got your own phone. Maybe did you steal her phone? I'm not sure. But welcome, Mason. Raiden, yes, I am from. My name is Brett with Anvil Music and Media. I have a tech channel. Please check out my channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you sort of are rocking with me, which most of you are. I am from the U.S., so the East Coast, eastern part of the United States. So I appreciate you all you guys, especially my friends from India. Like they really show up and really show out in the comments. Let's see. Mason says Carly got a new phone. Okay, did she get an iPhone? Um, and so you probably need to maybe are you using her phone now? I guess I don't know. You're using her phone, and maybe you're still using her handle. Yeah, you should get your own handle. Dennis. Okay, Dennis, awesome. Dennis, uh, from India, bro. Thanks. And at Tinya, I can't pronounce, but love, love to India. Love you guys out there. But yeah. Like I was saying, you guys welcome. Feel free to leave comments as you are. Let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate the support. Even if you're here for the first time. If you're here for the first time in the chat, type one. Type the word one so I can know who you are as I'm talking to you. I may have some return some of those who have returned to watch the video. Normally I do come on this is weird because I'm normally live on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I decided to switch it up. And so yeah, let's see where the Akuta says, I love you too, bro. Appreciate the love. Monte, one. We got one in the chat. I see him. Mason saying one. Yes, one. So all the first timers placing the one in the chat. Awesome. Blowho, you're back, man. Yes. Why are you here? Do you remember our talks last week? I'm sure you do, because I remember you. Thanks for joining back. Blow, you decided to join, so why are you here? You were here last week, and we talked about your handle and your name. You remember that? Mason says I'm subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, and go check out. I appreciate the subscriptions, but check out the videos I have on my channel. I'm currently at like video 576. I've got like over 576 videos. I'm sure there's something out there for you. Whether if you like Apple, you're probably going to see a lot of Apple stuff. You're probably going to see a lot of tech. Lately, I've been talking about a lot of AI, artificial intelligence. I know Apple's got some new things going on with their releases coming up. They're working on a pair of glasses. You guys probably remember the Apple Vision Pro that was released a couple years ago. But so I sort of do that, but I'm really sort of like this video is sort of geared to the creators, content creators, those of you who like to do photography, if you like to do graphics, gamers out there too. I'm all about that. Blowhole, do you remember this channel? Do you remember me? You remember us talking last time? I'm in Virginia. I believe you're going to school in the UK, right? I remember vaguely our conversation last week. Okay, so Adia says, which phone am I using as a primary? So the primary phone, the phone that I'm using is an iPhone 15. I currently have. So depending on if you are into iPhones, you may think that's an old phone, but yeah, I currently use the iPhone 15. And of course I'm here hanging out in my personal studio, in which I do my work. So but yeah, keep the comments coming. Let me know what you guys doing. I appreciate the likes, appreciate the support. Even those who are the first times, the ones. Let's see. Lethargic Jesus about to. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Well, okay. Well, you have fun rolling that. But yeah. So yeah, okay, Blow. Yeah, you do remember? Did you subscribe, Blow? Did you subscribe to the channel? Because I know the last time you came in, you were like, "Why am I here? I don't even know how I got." You came across my live feed or whatever. So I get mostly people who do come across the live feed. But yeah, like I said, this channel is geared towards creators, and I wanted to maybe kind of talk a little bit about my creative process and how I sort of create. I'm going to do that in tandem with like sort of course, addressing the comments. I like to talk with you guys. We're a community, so we're talking, and you guys are talking today. So sweet. QR Chin, you're subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the subscriptions. Adia says, I'm using the iPhone 15 Pro. Yep, same here. And brought it in 2024. How many years should I use this phone according to me? So, according to me, the iPhone 15 Pro is going to probably pretty much last you like for the next year or so, right? There's no need to sort of upgrade, in my opinion. Literally, the only time I upgrade my iPhone is when I run out of space, or if I have, if I'm sort of interested in what's out there. But like, I usually don't buy the next generation, right? So I have the 15, for example. I might not buy until the 17 or 18, my iPhone 18 or iPhone 17. I don't know how far they're going to go up, but it just all depends on how you use it. I use it for business, use it for um, all the regular stuff. So um, Joe, what's going on, man? Good to see you. And today, as you can see, I decided to drop in on a random Wednesday. Normally, I'm here Tuesday and Friday. I know we already talked about that, but yep. The iPhone 10 was my last phone. I had that before I had the 15. The 10 is still good, right? The phones just get really not really good over time. Like so, yeah, I had the iPhone 10. Blowho said, "You remember wake my kids up, man? You're right. I do need to wake them up. That's crazy that you remember that. You know what, guys? Yeah, much love, Sadu. Where are you watching from, Sadu? I appreciate the love. Sending love back to you, wherever you are." Blowhead says, I'm gonna go wake up my kids, man. Thank you for that reminder. You guys, Blow's instructing me to make sure I get my sons up. So I'm gonna go do that really quickly. You guys stay on. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. Hold on. And it's time to get up. All right. What do you say? All right. You up? Good morning. Okay, I'm sure you guys heard that. Coming back to you. All right. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I just woke up. Akuda says, "Do I have kids?" Yeah. I do. I have twin sons. Both of my sons are 16, and they're in school. So I'm getting them up for school right now. Thanks, Blow, for reminding me of that. They need to like get themselves up, right? Like I shouldn't have to do that. Blowhole, talk to me, man. How's things been going since we talked? You getting ready for your summer program, I believe, in the UK. Is that correct? um, so yeah, but yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So for you guys that are watching for the first time, I do have, this is a tech channel. It's geared towards creators who are looking to create more effectively, right? Creativity is like the name of the game. Like, whether I'm doing music production, whether I'm doing editing, I mean, it's so much that I do, right? I appreciate the likes. Thank you guys for likes. I see we got the lights up. Thank you. By the way, this video is sponsored by Anvil, so I wanted to let you know that. But creators, we all sort of like, we're in this game and sort of like giving our ideas, and we've got to have the right technology, right? So that's what I'm here for, to sort of help you guys along the way. Lionel, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining. I got to get with you on from yesterday. I know we talked. You sent me a text about some music stuff. So yeah, man, appreciate you for locking in. Blowho says, what's Anvil? Anvil is actually the street that I grew up on. So when I was younger, like when I was sort of first starting out in music and doing production, wasn't doing a lot of production. I just was like, you know, a kid, a teenager, living the life, with my parents and my sister. Anvil was the street that I grew up on, the house that I lived in. It's where it all started. It's where I came to the world. So that's where I got that my handle from. So yeah. Yeah, blow hope. Let's see. Um Ronaldo, appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much. But as I was saying, like and I wanted to sort of maybe try to get into my process, my creative process, and how I sort of lock in on the creative things that I do. Most of even when it comes down to, like, for example, like songwriting and production. If I am, for example, if I'm writing a song, I'm sort of unorthodox in my process because I like to. I would much prefer actually not even to be in the studio and write the song. I need to be sort of out of my comfort zone because when I get in here, I'm sort of like I'll lock into a certain process, right? And it kind of like boxes me in. And with creativity, you can't really sort of be boxed in. One of the things that I learned about creating is you just got to do it right. I'm such a I wouldn't say a perfectionist, but I'm such a I strive to for every piece of music or anything that I'm working on. When I strive to like complete every single composition that I work on. Like, and it's like it's kind of like a it's not a good quality to have because not everything you create. And I guess what I'm saying is the things that you create, you don't necessarily have to finish every last piece. Like set it to the side, move on to the next, um, and so forth. So let me see here. Um, no, I do not play Roblox. Maybe I'll get into it someday. I don't know. Maybe you can teach me. Yeah, I'm not a big Roblox playing. Joe says I love writing outside the studio. Yeah, man. It's like inspiration is and I don't know. Inspiration is sort of like a thing where does it hit you? I don't know. You can argue that, right? Like you're not always going to be inspired, right? So you got to get out, got to go take a walk, go to the movies, go have some fun, go do something different that sort of inspired. Like I lately, what has inspired me is to like read, which is weird. Like maybe it's not weird, but books, reading books, like sort of inspire me because the name of the game is like you have to keep learning. Because I can't teach anything that I don't if I don't keep learning. And if I run out of things to sort of teach or to give as far as value, that means I have failed to continue my learning process. So you guys should know about that. But yeah, definitely love writing outside of the studio because I'll fall into a certain creative vein if I'm in the studio and I'm like, I'll default to playing my keyboard or whatever. And it's like, man, that's that's cool, but it sort of boxes me in. Yeah. So um Joe says, what books do I recommend? Joe, I got a bunch of them in the back, man. Tell me what you I mean, I can just go pick up some random ones. I'm gonna do that shortly. Let me address a few more comments. Lionel says, I look at inspiration like discipline. Oh, that's crazy. When the idea comes, having discipline to get it down somehow, no matter when. Yeah, the discipline is that's fire. That's a fire comment. Sometimes it's in the middle of the night. Yeah, don't you hate that? Or maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Yeah, definitely gotta have the discipline. And that's what I was kind of saying towards like inspiration. Like inspiration, I feel is sort of overhyped and overplayed because people always say, "Well, I'm not really inspired." Well, you're inspired to eat. You're inspired to live. you're inspired to do what you want, right? So creativity and music, I say music, but creativity is no different than that. So but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, for artists, Joe says for artists to draw inspirations. Tanu says, hello. Hey Tanu, how's it going? Appreciate you joining. Like, this is crazy, right? We're on a Wednesday. It's not even Tuesday or Friday. What is up? I think you were in the chat yesterday. My week's gonna be crazy. Blowhole says turn the camera. Man, what you want me to turn the camera? Joe, I didn't forget about you. I'm gonna go grab some of the books. What do you want to see? Like, so turn the camera. It's nothing really back here. It's just my booth, photo booth. I've got a light there. That's why my vantage point isn't like the greatest. So, but yeah, that is the studio. That is, you guys see it? Yeah. All right, you gotta heart it up for me. Give me some likes for me showing you guys the studio. Let's see, Mr. Boss SK MC. Are you saying you are MC? You are you rapper? You're MC? Let me know. Joe says life is my biggest inspiration. That's huge, Joe. Life is the biggest inspiration, and it should be, because living is all of that, right? Living is the biggest inspiration. Fofa says hi. Hey Fofa, how are you doing? You calling out the Google Pixel 9 Pro? Is that your phone of choice? Do you have that? Is that your phone? Bloho says that looks comfortable. Yeah, we're chill, Bloho. Man, like you said, you called me chill last time, so yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling about that. Let me go. I'm gonna grab the books. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of books, Joe, to show you. Let's see here. All right, so I got my books. Joe asked me about books. I picked up the most random ones. The random first book is, so this book is How to Win Friends, Influence People. It's by Dale Carnegie. It's like old school book. I recommend this book, How to Win Friends and Influence. It's just basically talking about, not like influence in a bad way, but it's how to give value to your community. So that's the first book. Second book is The Titus 10. Now this is more of like a religious book, spiritual book. It's Foundations of a Godly Man. Highly recommended. It's called The Titus 10 by Joe Josh Smith. Joe, I hope you're getting this, writing these down in the chat. Here's another one. Another book I got. It's called The Mirror of Relationship. Love, Sex, and Chastity. So it's kind of a deep J. Krishnamurti. So he was like a famous like philosopher back in, I think, the 50s or 60s. Good book. J. Krishnamurti. The Mirror of Relationships. You guys in relationships and having relationship problems or issues, it's a good book for that. Okay, here's one more. This one is more like my vein too. I haven't read this one. I feel like it's glare. It's called Quantum Psychology. I'm sorry. How the Brain Software Programs You and Your World. And this is by Robert Anton Wilson. Great book. Great book. Like, it talks about thoughts, values, behaviors, how we've sort of been colored by the use of language in our prevailing views of society. So it's called Quantum Psychology. Great book. So those are just the first four. I just literally picked them up from over there. So you can see I'm sort of into reading. And this inspires me because I get education, and if I'm not educating myself, if I'm not putting something in my head, in my brain, like I don't have anything. If I don't deposit anything, I don't have anything to sort of give you guys. Sweet. All right, let me jump up to the other comments. What are you guys saying? Tanu says, so what do you think I should buy? The iPhone 16e or wait for the 17? I heard it will have 120 hertz refresh rate. Tanush, like, don't get the 16e. It's a waste of an iPhone. It's basically their version of cheap. Like they went cheap on. They're trying to make a phone that's economical for you. I wouldn't purchase that. I wouldn't get the 16e. So wait for the 17, um, which is going to be released probably in the fall. You know what I mean? So, uh, um, Bloho says, I remember racing my 330 million. Man, okay, we got a jokester here. Bloho is hilarious. Oh my goodness, man. Well, you made it. You made it. You made it. You were the winner. You are the winner. You are number one, Bloho, and that's why we're talking today. So, congratulations. Happy life. Blows, man. You never cease to amaze me with your comments. Which also your handle is hilarious. All right. So the Mirror of a Relationship, Blowho, is that a book that you read? Blowho says he's got a few good books. List them. List them out. List them out. Let me know what you got. I'm scared for you to do that, but go ahead and list what you got. Um, yeah, Joe. Yeah, you're gonna check out the books, Joe. I got plenty more. So Joe, when we meet, just remind me to get you a list that sort of curtails to what you're sort of what you're doing with your music and everything. Something that can sort of help you with that. So um, Joe, remind me of your setup. Do you have a setup at home? You have a little studio setup, and when I say by studio, it doesn't have to be like elegant or elaborate. You don't have to have wall to wall acoustic treatment and all the the craziness. Like, do you have like a normal like computer interface? Um, I feel like you were saying that you were using FL Studio. Let me know in the chat again. Um, so Blowhole, what is Akudo yapping about? I don't know, man. I get comments, so whatever. But yeah, how many guys how many guys out there are creatives? Like, what are you guys into? What do you guys create? You guys, I know we got some gamers. I've met a lot of programmers, which is awesome. Like, I'd love to get into the programming world. Don't want to make the excuse and say that I don't have time for it, but I don't have time for it. So I can live vicariously through you all, live through you guys. You guys let me know. What are you guys sort of like into as far as your passions, your hobbies? Blowhole, what do you like to do besides these crazy comments that you're giving me? What what are you into? I think you were like programming or something like that. We got Romania. Sending love to Romania. Thank you guys for joining. Anybody from India? Anybody from China? I had a guy from Australia on here on Friday. He said he was from down under. I didn't get that joke at the time, which is crazy because we have a restaurant here, Outback, which they call Australia down under. So I need to police up on my jokes. Akuna says, "Do I play Minecraft?" No, I don't play Minecraft. I played Tetris before. You guys familiar with Tetris? Yeah. So, Joe says, "I don't have a studio, but one of my boys got a studio set that I've been using for a while now." Okay, cool. Well, it's always good to have friends where, man, you can lay out your ideas. Yeah, that's why it's good to be friendly. It's good to have friends, man. And that's great. Um, Top 3 books recommend. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Top 3 books recommended by Blowhole Slater, The Dilf, The Client, and also Zero Shades of Grey. Are these real books, Blowhole? Please tell me. I hope so. Because I'm gonna research what you're saying. I'm gonna see if these are actual factual books. please. Are they 100% welcome? I'm just messing with you. I don't know. I gotta ask, man. I don't know. I gotta ask. Akuda says I'm a kid. Oh well, cool. I mean, welcome to the channel, man. What sort of games do you play, Akuda? Clearly you play Minecraft and Roblox. It's one of your what's your favorite games? Let me know. And how did you find out about the channel? Like, did it come across your YouTube feed? Because I bet you a lot of you guys are probably watching YouTube Shorts and they've got a live feed. I still haven't. When I go on YouTube, I still don't see like lives a lot of times in my feed. Um, so yeah. Kuna says yes, Roblox. Yes, Roblox. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yep. So I've got plenty more books that maybe I'll have a section to where I sort of give out recommendations. A lot of these books have been recommended to me, right? So like I'll be listening to a podcast. Let me get comfortable. I'll be listening to a podcast because we're sitting and just talking. This is random Wednesday because I don't normally come up here on Wednesdays. But whenever I listen to a podcast or if I'm watching YouTube, some of my favorite YouTubers, right? What I'll do, they'll like randomly recommend a book to read, and I really just kind of got back into reading books, man. A couple of years ago, I just wouldn't do it because I didn't. My mind was racing and I was doing too much, so I didn't have time to settle myself. So right around the morning times is when I sort of lock in to my books, because you got to learn stuff, man. You gotta fill your mind with education, even if you're not in school. Blow says, "Nah, man, I'm chill." Is yeah. Yes, I am chill. What is up? What's going on? Arsnu, how are you? You back on the channel. Appreciate you for joining. What do you got going on today? What you got? Kuda says the best is Roblox. So you like Roblox. Cool. Sweet. Yeah. And I appreciate you guys for joining, man. Like you guys are really showing out today. Bloho says, funny you mentioned I did complete. Here we go. Bloho, you realize we're on YouTube, so I can't I probably can't repeat. If I repeat some of what you say, that I'll get probably kicked off. So I'll let you have that comment, but it's Jesus, man. Arsenal says I'm fine. Well, nothing much, just making coffee. Oh, you like coffee? Sweet. What kind of coffee do you drink, and what you got going on for today? Bloho says my English is going places. Yeah, your English is That's why you didn't mention. Thank you for not mentioning the domain. Yes, Bloho, because all of us have been guilty of that. But I think they've cracked down on that as of recent. So does anybody know about YouTube Music? YouTube actually has a music and a podcast platform. I just found out about it this year. So Akuda says, are YouTube? I'm not sure what you're asking. Am I on YouTube? Yes, we're on YouTube. Yes. If that I'm not sure if that's what you are asking. Arsnu says, cold latte. I don't like hot coffee because I rather drink chai than hot coffee. Okay, got you. And plus, it's probably hot over there, anyway, where you are. Who likes to drink hot coffee in the heat? Like that's crazy. As you guys are watching, please subscribe to the channel. Hit likes. I'm getting some likes from you guys. So if you're watching for the first time, I want to introduce myself. My name is Brett with Anvil. We've been nonstop here for the last 30 minutes. It's been a good talk. We've just been kind of talking. You guys have been conversing, so I'm trying to address all the comments as you guys come in. Joe says, yeah, YouTube Music has been around for some years now. Yeah, it has. And I didn't really, to be honest with you, I mean, I use Apple Music, but I have a love-hate with Apple Music. It's convenient for me because it's an app on my Apple phone or my iPhone. But I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily like it. Joe, question for you: How have you how has your process been with releasing your music? What are you seeing in terms of like the platforms? What platforms do you sort of like? Have you had any issues with releasing some of the music? Um, and I heard the music, by the way. You've got some good stuff out there. I've started listening earlier this week, and I know we're gonna we're gonna sort of meet a little bit later. Um, Bloho says, "How many minutes have I been here?" I don't know. You've been here as long as I've been, so it's a few minutes. So sweet. Tomic Smash says, "What do I do?" So I am in content creation. Um, I'm into music production. I do video production. I also I own a production company, which is Anvil Music and Media, which sponsors this video today. So feel free to, if you'd like to donate, feel free. I also work in construction. I'm a design technician, engineer. That's sort of what I do. So a little bit of everything. I also teach piano lessons. So anybody out there interested in piano lessons, hit me up. My email will be in the description. I do teach virtually. I have currently like 2 or 3 students running throughout the week. So it's a fun thing. We do the virtual thing, get online, and yeah, that's what I do. I teach. Bo says you don't want to know what MAFWBH means. No, I don't. No, I don't. Kuna says I like music. Yes, I like all types of music. I like all types of music. You guys didn't tell me what phones you guys are using. What sort of phones? I know somebody said earlier Google Pixel. I was trying to go back and see who was saying that. But yeah, what phones do you guys have? You guys use Androids, Samsung, iPhone? I don't know. I hear here it looks like on the iPhone currently there's a new looks like to be a new feature from TikTok. Uh, TikTok's newest AI filter turns your photos into videos, so that's pretty interesting. So you got a photo that I'm telling you, man, AI is kicking butt out here. It allows the filter allows your photos to start having motion. So it's an AI filter that will allow users to animate their static photos through prompts. ByteDance says the new image to video feature undergoes several multiple checks to avoid misuse, and the output is labeled as AI generated. Interesting. That's interesting. Sort of random too, but here we are. Akuno says Samsung. Okay, sweet. My Bloho, it's my agency. It's pronounced Ma Fev Ma plus Ma Faev. Is that it? Did I get that? It's your agency? Okay. What kind of agency are you running, Boho? What kind of agency are you running? Arshnu says, can you solve the Rubik's Cube? My best personal record is 13 seconds for solving one. The world record is 3 minutes and 47 seconds. So you mean tell me you solved the Rubik's Cube in 13 seconds? Send a video. Do that and send a video and send a video to me, man. I find that hard. Really 13 seconds. That's super fast. Joe says I use Ditto Music as my distributor. It's a UK based company. Yeah. Okay. And how are you? how are things going with that distribution? Like, are you getting reach? I'm also interested, Joe, to hear kind of what your plan is. I know we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it Monday when we chat. But like, what is your overall plan? Are you looking to do? Are you looking to be an artist full time? You know, how much money are you sort of trying to generate? We'll get into all that. Akuna says, "I am chill." Yes, I am chill. Oh no, man, you read that wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Three. Okay, yeah, 3.47 seconds. Oh, okay. Ah, got you. So yours is 13 seconds. That's that is like quick. Nice. So Blowhole, you're mainly making web products, basically nothing. Well, no. I mean, that's cool, man. Like making web projects. So give me an example of one of your web projects that you're working. And how long have you been working on it? It sounds cool. Sounds cool. Joe says, I wanted to ask what distributor you recommend for independent artists to put out music. Joe, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this answer when I say it. You're asking me what distributor would I recommend for an independent artist to put out music? Independent, you should distribute your own music. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being honest with you. Like you are your distributor. And like I said, we'll talk about that more. But like I don't use these companies. I mean, I use YouTube. YouTube is sort of a distributor of my lives and my music, my lives, my videos. But what if YouTube shuts down? Then I'm sort of dead in the water, right? So I would distribute my music because that means I get 100% of all the revenue. It comes to me. So whether or not I build my website and drive people to that website, if I build an email list, and at shows, if I'm at shows, if I'm meeting people, take people's emails down, and then I sort of send them out a newsletter of what's going on in my life, what's going on with my music, my process. If I'm in the middle of like making or producing or making an album, like that's gonna your audience really wants to be a part of your journey. So distribution is cool, but if you don't have the audience, then it's not even worth your time to even release the music, if that makes sense. Uh, so you be your own distributor, and I know you do need to have certain distributions out there, but like if you're trying to make the most revenue and generate the most revenue from your music, and the if you want to have the most control, you have to sort of take that back, and then you make yourself big because now the name of the game in the music industry is like there's no longer A&R. So A&R is artists, they're artist developers. They just go online and look for people, look for who has popularity, which I hate. Like the music industry is not really geared towards talent and gifts or people who are talented anymore. It's more about how popular. How many followers do you have? You know what I mean? Like, which is crazy. So anyway, Blowhole, no, I don't want to see that app. Arshnu says I use an iPhone 14 Pro, haven't upgraded yet. Gonna think about for the 17 Pro. Yeah, Arshnu, I would wait for the 17 Pro. The 14 Pro is pretty good. It's still a pretty good phone. I think so. My wife has the 14. I've got the 15. Um, but yeah. Blowhole says I've been working on it for the past 6 months. Okay. Do you have any sort of partners? You working on it by yourself? The web program, like, what is your goal, Blowhole, to do with this program? Are you gonna make it public? Are you going to what are you gonna sell? Have you thought about that? Because I mean, besides your handle, I really like your personality. I really sort of vibe with what you got going on. I appreciate you for sort of you kind of seem like you say what's on your mind. You don't really filter it, which I can appreciate that. So I'm sort of like, do you have Boho, here's a question for you. Do you have other social media handles? I want to like sort of look at what you got going on, because maybe that's a great business that you can sort of bring your personality to the forefront, and then you can sell the web designing program, because people like personality online. So let me know. Let me know about that. Akuna says, "Do I like math?" Akuna, so I like math. I guess I could say I like math because I like numbers. I love numbers. Growing up, I used to love baseball, but I didn't realize. So baseball has a lot of statistics in it. You know, you got batting average, you got home runs, RBIs, number of at bats, batting percentage, and I realized it wasn't the sport. As a kid, I was driven to the sport of baseball, but it was the statistics. It was the numbers. So I love absolutely love numbers. So yeah, I guess I do love math. Ah, can't talk. Yeah, Joe, back at you, man. I hope that I hope that helped. Let me know if that helped for you. Blowhole says that's the question that makes me kill myself. Okay, but that's a genuine question. Yeah, you ought to think about that, man. Like, and I did ask you, like, do you have other social media handles? You might want to think about content creation, um, because you are hilarious. You're funny, funny dude. I like your personality. It's cool, cool deal. Joe Bloho says I make websites for businesses in that name. Oh, okay, gotcha, 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 gotcha. Got you. Anybody else in here also like interested in content creation? It's a big space. I mean, we're online. Do you know how many hours that people spend on YouTube as a whole? I think they just passed like 10 billion hours or something. Like probably more than that. But like the amount of time that we spend on social media, and that's why I'm here, like to sort of take back my space. And you guys are a great community. Like I said, like the support that I get from you all, even those who are just watching for the first time. Like I really appreciate you guys sort of interacting with me, because like without you guys, I'd be talking to myself, right? Like I wouldn't be have I wouldn't have an audience, wouldn't sort of have anybody to sort of share with. So I appreciate it. Loho says I was talking about the previous question where you asked if I decided about how to make the money roll. Oh, okay. So I got you. So you make websites for businesses. Okay, sweet, sweet. Do you have a website for yourself? Bloho, it's time for you to come to the floor, man. Bloho, give us your website. Type it in the chat so we can go blow it up, and not blow it up literally, but we can go support it and look at it. I want to check it out too as well. I think that's pretty cool. Um, Akuda says, I'm Dennis Bosses. I don't know what that is. What is that? What does that mean? Let me know what that means. Let me know what that means. But yeah, like I said, guys, I do, if you guys haven't checked out my videos, please go out and check. Subscribe to this channel if you get a chance. I just pulled out my Canon camera. This is the camera I use to record my videos. This camera I've been rocking with for about 2.5 years. Great quality camera. It's old school, but this is what I use. Set it on my tripod, and you'll see my vantage point is actually it's probably like something more like this. But anyway, I don't want to mess up what I got going on. So I got the camera, got a bunch of stuff. Got my Hollyland Lark. These are my wireless microphones. I'm sort of just showing you what I use to uh, make my stuff work around here. And this is the mic that I'm using here. Hollyland Lark, I just bought that about a year ago. It's a really good mic system. So I don't know why I'm showing you guys that, because it was in the background and I just decided to pick it up and show you. Arshnu says, I also make cricket videos and analyze about cricket. Okay, so cricket videos. Tell me more about that. Is it cricket the sport? I'm sure it's not an animal cricket, but I'm assuming you're saying cricket the sport. Explain to me what you're saying. Um, Bloho said, I missed your other comment. Okay, well, what was the comment? I don't remember. I've gotten so many comments. You'll have to write it again, Bloho. I'm not sure. Yeah, write it down again. But yeah, guys, like I said, like I'm normally here. I'm normally here live Tuesday and Fridays around this time. Today I decided to come on just to chat because I enjoy chatting with you all. I enjoy talking with you all. If you have any sort of questions when it comes to content creation, any sort of comments, uh, whatever you got going on, any ways I can sort of help you. Of course, we've got the Apple stuff, the tech stuff. You guys can check out those videos. I think, yeah, I want to say I released a video probably an hour ago. Go check out that video, and I want you guys to let me know once you check out a video. Leave a comment under the video to let me know that you are part of the live crew. This is the live crew, the Anvil crew. Let me know that in the comment of the video that you watch, and I'll respond to you and say, hey, yeah, we talked today. And of course, I appreciate the first timers, the repeat offenders, those who have come back for a second and third time. Arshnu, Tanush, you guys are great. Blowho, love it. I love it. Zachary says, I'm wondering how to get traction on YouTube. I make some really amazing art, but I can't get any subscribers to go live. What is my advice? Zachary, we've got to talk. You are making beautiful art, and I'm sure it is, which is not your problem, right? Keep making the art because that art is a part of you, is an extension of you. But we've got to talk. Zachary, I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to give you the short answer, right, about what you should do. But I'm going to actually type in, I'm going to give you my email to reach out to me so we can talk about that, because I want you to win in this game called social media. So please reach out to me because it's going to probably be more beneficial for us to talk offline, so I can give you some more pointers on YouTube, because YouTube is it's a funny space. I'm actually typing in my email. It should be like a default for me to type this in. I don't know. Zachary, great question. I'm gonna address it. Just give me 1 second. Let me put this Anvil Music Media at Gmail. Okay. There we go. Zachary. So Zachary says, I'm gonna repeat it. I'm wondering how to get traction on YouTube. I make some really amazing art. So first question, Zachary, do you have a YouTube page? I'm assuming you do. Well, no, you do, of course. Let me ask you this. Have you started posting your art? Because if you're trying to get subscribers, one of the ways to get subscribers, first of all, really, you want to involve your subscribers in your journey. You said you can't get any subscribers to go live, or you're just saying you can't get any subscribers. So yeah, you kind of have to really start to one of the things you can do with your art is you can give tips to your subscribers of, like, for example, the paint that you use or the pencils that you use. You can sort of bring them in on your process of how you start, how you create. We were just talking about that earlier, your process and how you create, the way, all the instruments that you use. That's how I started YouTube. I started YouTube as a result of the my music, right? Like, I was doing music production. I was using Mac computers, and I was like, oh man, well, somebody needs to know what sort of instruments to use who may be looking to do what I'm trying to do. So in terms of art, it's the same thing. Um, Zachary, I would also say to that, to be consistent, you have to set a time that you're on online. I'm not being consistent today because I'm normally on Tuesdays and Fridays, but your audience sort of comes to expect when you're going to be online. And if they know that you're going to be online at that time, they will show up every time. Imagine trying to watch a Netflix show and, you know, the schedule's like off, like your schedule, you don't know when you're going to be able to watch the show. If it's released on Monday or Tuesday, you're sort of having a weird time with that. So, but Zachary, send me an email. Let's link up. I'm sort of open for a consultation on that. I hope that helps. Yeah, absolutely. Zachary, you're welcome. You're welcome. Good question. Good question. See, we got questions like that. You guys ask me any other questions that you have. Akuda says I'm the best. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna have to pin that comment. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Akuda. Zachary says I've posted some. I have a pretty inspiring journey. See, there you go. Don't hide your journey. Your journey is you. It's who you show up to the world as. Oh wow, it's getting deep. I was in a coma for 83 days and woke up blind. Oh wow, and now I make art, but I just don't know how to translate that on you. I am very interested in your story. See, I'm already like intrigued about your story. And Zachary, I would lean into that story. So are you totally blind? I mean, like that is, man, God bless you. You just don't know how to translate it on YouTube. So are you able to, I mean, I guess because you're typing to me, you can see sort of, but do you have help with that? So how does that sort of work? Yeah, you guys hit the like in the comments. Appreciate that. Arshnu says the most important advice I can give is to be different than others, and don't run for money, and present your work in the best way possible. Yeah, those are all good. Those are all good pieces of advice, Arshnu. I would add to that, and you don't necessarily have to be different. Like you just got to be yourself, which is going to be different, because if you are, the way you're different is by being yourself, right? But you're yourself, so what it makes you different from others. If you're like the same as everybody else, then and you have to show up, because there are a ton of artists out there. There are a ton of artists out there, and a lot of people are doing the same sort of style, maybe the same sort of style of art, but your personality is what shows through the art. So looking forward to that email. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, great question. Any other questions about content? Anybody else looking to get into this space? Because it's a great space. Like I would recommend it for anybody who is sort of like looking to use their creative ideas, and just to jump in, just to jump in and do it. So great question there. And I'll have more videos. Zachary actually got some more videos on Facebook. I have some more content creation videos on Facebook. I'll probably get into that some more, because I'm sort of here to help and assist those of you who are looking to get into the content creation space. It's a big, huge space. Don't feel like it's so saturated, because I can only show up who I am. I can't be who you are, and vice versa. So, in fact, if somebody's looking for you, I will go find you and tell you about them, because I cannot be you. I can only be me. And I hope that you would do the same. So, what are the questions you got? Any tech questions? I know we had some phone questions earlier about the iPhone, which is like, I don't. The iPhone's going to be here to stay. Like they're always going to market that thing, and it's always going to be consumers' number one priority, which is fine. I mean, if that's what you like. Okay, Zachary says no. Thankfully, I have recovered some vision. I can't drive or anything, but I have lived a full life. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I'm interested to see like some of your art. So when you send me the email, like if you mind, like maybe send a snapshot of like what your work looks like. Let me know what that sort of looks like. And I'm sort of excited to talk to you. We can set something up. So yeah, you recovered. Zachary, where do you live? Where are you based out of? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well because we hang out weekly. I believe this is your first time being here. But where do you live? Where are you watching this from? Arsenal says you should make a Discord server where we can chat and face each other, and other people will also be more attracted to my channel. Man, you are coming up with good ideas. I think so too. Arsenal, I would love to get your opinion on what I should use. I'm sort of open to that. Um, how many of you all are open to having a Discord server to where we can all chat and other people? And I'm assuming you're talking about like video chat, or it's just like a normal chat like here because we're like normally like we're chatting here. Um, Zachary says thank you. I'm going to send you an email. I subscribe to you. All right, sweet, sweet. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to the conversation. Seriously, I think that's great. Zachary, I would say my last thing to you before I move on is to just be confident, remain confident in who you are. Show up in the space to where you are. Don't really sort of worry about who's to the left of you, who's to the right of you, what they're doing, because your story is unique to you. Um, don't be fearful of uh, starting or taking that next step. Don't be fearful because a lot of us out here when we started, I'm gonna tell you, if you guys go back and watch my first video, um, I might have to give a prize to somebody who actually goes and watches it and tells me about it. Because like, what shirt was I wearing on my first video? Go watch my first video. You can see it was pretty bad. But you only in social media you only get better by being consistent. So in that case, quantity beats quality because the more quantity, the more reps you have of releasing videos, of doing lives, of showing up for your audience, the better you get over time. Anything consistent, nothing beats consistency over time. Always remember that. There's nothing in this world that beats consistency over time. It's just like a piece of stone or a rock that is constantly hit by water. Well, over time, that rock is going to erode, right? Right? Right. So drop likes in the comments if you're feeling what I'm saying. Drop those likes, drop those hearts. Let me know. Let me know. Arsenal says we can chat both voice and text. We'll make more people like your channel. Okay. Blowho says red. What is red, Blowho? Let me know what is that. You guys are helping me out. I'm learning today. Let me know what is red. What does that mean? Is red is that a Discord? Arsenal, let me know what Discord you recommend. Let me know what you recommend. Is red like a Discord bot? I don't know. You guys let me know. Arsenal, give me some recommendations for the Discord. I love the idea. I love the idea. Because you guys are sort of already on board. We're sort of talking. And yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that information. Zachary, again, thank you again for coming out and saying that because I guarantee you the question that you asked, somebody had that question, or somebody's going to have that question in the repeat video or those who watch this video once it releases and goes out of the live and gets released into YouTube. But I would say consistency is the winner. Like you're going to be consistent. Even when I started on my channel, I started with 26 followers, and probably within a year and a half, Now I was consistent. I was releasing at least a video every week. I ended up being like having 1,000 subscribers, which is not major, right? But I don't want to. I don't necessarily. I don't want to. My what am I trying to say? My objective is not to necessarily gain subscribers. I love having subscribers, but that's not even the name of the game. Like, it's not even. You shouldn't strive necessarily for subscribers. You should strive for your personal goals, and then the people will join you as you sort of continue your journey, right? So don't necessarily get so tied into the numbers. You may have a semi-viral video. I've had a couple viral videos, like one of my biggest videos to this date, it's about 61,000 views. And it's on a Windows computer. It's on an HP computer. One of my shorts is at like 41,000 and climbing. And it talks about the iPhone storage. So like, if you find out whatever videos you start putting online and you find out people are like gravitating, I would double and triple down on those type videos, because that's what your audience is looking for. So Blowho says, I was trying to guess the color of the clothes in your first video. Blowho, you are the winner. Yes, it was the red. Yes. Yeah, I still have that shirt to this day. Good guess, man. And I owe you something, man. You got me. Yep, it was the red video. Man, I looked like I was on a dating website or something. Like, hi, my name is Brett. Like, that video was terrible. You laughing at me. It's cool. Yeah, but your first video is like, if you guys go back and watch my first video, like, it's not. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. Arshnu, see you later, man. You gotta go. Good talking with you. Catch me on Friday, man. We'll be back here Friday. Boho says, did you check out MFWB though? No, I haven't checked that. Is it online? Is that your? I mean, I know that's your company, or what, your design company. Is it online? Let me know. I mean, how can I check it out? Can you give me the handle? Where do I check it out at? Yeah. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I'm trying to see if I can look you up online. Zachary says, I'm outside of Buffalo, New York. Awesome. Buffalo, New York. What's the temperatures like there? What is it, in the 50s? Probably in the 50s and 60s there. But I will send you an email. Thank you for the time. You have a blessed day too. Awesome. Appreciate you. Looking forward to that email. And we'll talk. We'll definitely talk. Let's see who else we got here. What else you guys got going on? And as you guys know, most of you, or some of you know, who have been a part of the chat, that I'm here the same time on Tuesday and Friday. Arshnu, don't forget to send me, man. Arshnu, you can send me an email too. Let me know what sort of discourse I should be looking forward to, because we got to make this happen. Because I'm doing this for you guys. So let's make that happen if we can. So yeah, it's been a great live. We talked about books. We've talked about Apple. We talked about phones. We've talked about artistry and the whole nine. And Bloho says that's the base domain for projects. Add research or lab to the base domain. Like, that's what's safe to show in the stream. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I'm following you though, because I'm looking for it and I don't see it. I don't see it online. So, but anyway, yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen, it's been great. Thank you guys so much for joining this morning. I appreciate you all. Um, don't forget, I'm selling a guide. This is a MacBook guide, guys. If you have any MacBook needs, if you're looking to purchase a MacBook or iMac or anything, a Mac computer, this guide is going to help you. It's going to help you with your purchases. And I'm sitting up here trying to open it up, and of course, I don't, I can't, I can't find it. Let's see if I can look online really quickly. But yeah, the guidebook. If you are looking to purchase a computer, a Mac computer, it's going to help you like with your specs. It's going to sort of give you um, the best specs for whatever you're looking for. If you're like looking to like do regular stuff like search online. Why can I not get on here? Um, here we go. Here we go. Welcome back. Continue with Google. I'm almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Let's see. Any other questions while you guys are waiting? Okay. So the computer guide it's my computer guide on iMacs, MacBooks, and more. So everything you need to know about creating. Let's see. Oh yeah. Why? So in the ebook, it talks about why is choosing the right computer important. Your guide to buying a computer, exploring Mac models, what's new in sort of like the Mac world of what they released, and Apple computers in general. Like if you're using a computer for general office work, word processing, spreadsheets, presentations, what's going to be the best computer for browsing the internet, checking email, social media, all of that stuff. Kind of goes in the history of my first computer that I bought and how I sort of like look for computers based off of the budget that I have. What should I get? It's got a bunch of stuff: storage, capacity, speed, unleashing your computer's potential, which is essentially, using your computer to the best of its ability, like making sure that you purchase a computer with the right RAM, the right storage, so you can begin to or be able to run multiple programs on the computer, high resolution stuff, working with complex projects. I do that all the time with my production stuff. Yeah. You got to make sure that you are looking at the cores. How many cores does your computer have? The Mac have? What's the clock speed? Apple just released the M1 chip or the M chip series. The M1 chip was released like 5-6 years ago. They're up to the M4, I think. So I've got a transition guide from Windows to Mac. So if you've been working in Windows environments, kind of get you from that environment to the Mac environment. So anybody else out here that's watching for the first time, let me know if you're watching for the first time. Give me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Hi, my name is Brett with Anvil. Nice to meet you. If you are here. Some of the other things in the ebook is basically managing your software compatibility. That's very important with software because you have new software that's coming out. There are always upgrades that are coming out, so you have to make sure that you're compatible with the software. The software is compatible with the operating system, because that gets tricky, right? Troubleshooting some of the Mac OS issues, all of that good stuff. Boring, right? Well, it's not boring if you're purchasing a computer. That's sort of exciting. So, yep, that's all I got, guys. But thank you guys again for joining today. We'll be back Friday, same time. Um, who knows? I may come back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But you guys have a great one, and I'll talk to you all soon.